In this Jackie Robinson Day matchup, we've got the Seattle Mariners taking on the Kansas City Royals at your home for the MLB 2K Sports.
Well, if you can get one deep enough, it might end up right there. Kauffman Stadium is our site today. The home field advantage goes to a pitcher's yard today. We're in Kansas City with the Royals. I'm Gary Thorne, Steve Phillips, John Kruk with me, Major League Baseball 2K Sports. And the starter for Kansas City, Steve, what's he going to use? What's up in his mind today against this Seattle lineup?
A good-looking lefty on the mound right here against a lineup that can put some runs up on the board. So pretty even matchup. So it's going to come down to which side executes better than the other. Oftentimes we say good pitching can beat good hitting.
Let's take a moment to look at the Mariners lineup. So who are you looking at, John?
Well, Alex Rodriguez is a guy you have to keep an eye on. And if you're the manager of the other team, he's the guy you have to really game plan against because he can change the game with one swing of the bat. The thing I like about Alex is he has the ability to hit the ball the other way for power as well as pull it for power. So tough to pitch to.
And our leadoff hitter is Ichiro. Loss yesterday for Kansas City. Right now 0-1. They look to regain some confidence here. Second of 4 against the Mariners. Can't get him to chase it. That's low. Ball 1. That last one they just could not get on the scoreboard.
Well, they got their hits, but they just couldn't figure out a way to push runs across the plate.
I think he lost the feel on that slider, and it's 2-0.
Had a real strong offensive game last time out. 3 big base hits.
Here it comes. That's over for a strike. 2-1. Very good 7 for 15 last year off the Royals here at Kauffman Stadium. Ichiro grounds it, picked by White, and that'll sit down Ichiro. Now we'll take a quick look at the Royals and how they line up defensively. Thoughts, John? Anybody standing out?
Well, Carlos Beltran's a guy that you just love to watch play the outfield position. Has such great long strides. He covers so much ground in such a short period of time. Really helps the pitching staff a lot by making those plays in the gap.
Let's see what the Kansas City Royals have coming up. They wrap up this Seattle series Sunday. They continue the homestand with a series that should be good, the Cleveland Indians. They'll get started Monday night. After that, they meet up with Ian Kinsler and the always difficult Rangers. One out, nobody on. A swing and a hit to Beltran. So Boone is set down. Now it's 2 away. And Griffey Jr.'s in the box. Two outs, bases empty. Starts him off with a strike down the heart of the plate.
Well, he gets the breaking ball right over the heart of the plate. He must have been looking for something else.
Strike 0-1 is a slider for a called strike.
Well, he gets the breaking ball right over the heart of the plate. He must have been looking for something else.
A swing and a fly ball to left center field. Jackson. That's caught. Side is retired. Nothing doing here in this half inning. Let's look at the Kansas City bats. We will when we come back. Let's take a look at the starting pitcher for Seattle. Steve, he gets going here against Kansas City. What do you think we're going to see from him?
You have to give Freddy Garcia a lot of credit. He's reinvented himself coming back from injuries in the past and really developed the ability to locate his fastball more than in the past. He was a power pitcher that now is a command and control pitcher, but he's figured it out.
Here's Garcia with the 1-0 pitch. Wilson, he takes that one. It's in there. One on the way. Slider just off the black that time. 2-1.
Good spot there, just down a little bit out of the zone. Tried to get him to chase. He wouldn't go for it.
Garcia gets set and delivers. And it's taken outside by Wilson for a ball.
Well, this is your dream when you're in the on-deck circle before you go into the batter's box. If you can get the count to 3-1 and in your favor, you know you have the upper hand.
Fastball is in there, now 3-2.
Well, that's a hitter's pitch right there. Fastball right down the heart of the plate. He didn't swing. Swing the bat. Come on.
Payoff pitch coming. And that one is going to be outside, and that is ball 4, and now you've got a base stealer on.
Well, after a long, epic battle, this at-bat ends in a walk? Are you kidding me? Someone should have got struck out or someone should have got a hit, but the hitter will take the walk.
White at the plate, and you got to love the young talent in his rookie year. A runner on first, no outs. Garcia gets set and delivers. Catcher can't control it, so they can't make the play.
Well, listen, it's all about advancing base runners in the game. You got to make plays defensively, but that error cost him, and he came out of his hand wrong, and the ball sailed on him.
Fastball just misses, and he falls behind 2-0. Spins, checks him at second, and he's easily back to the bag. And he tries to get one down. Garcia, throw one to first in time, one away. Right now we've got a moment to take a look at the lineup for the Royals. Scouting report, John. How about some picks?
Well, you got to take a look at Carlos Beltran. I mean, here's a guy that can hit from both sides of the plate. He hits in the middle of the lineup where he's expected to produce runs, but he's also plays a position that he's expected to take runs away, and that's what he's done throughout his career. One of the best players going in baseball.
You got a chance to check out the Mariners on the defense. Highlights, John, from these fielders?
Well, when a guy can make the Hall of Fame just because he's a great defender, you have to keep your eye on him. But Omar Vizquel's more than that. He's still a very good hitter. But I tell you, you watch the plays he makes, especially those bare hand plays on routine grounders, just electrifies the crowd.
Man on third with one away. And Garcia throws one outside for a ball.
Another losing season in Kansas City. It has been a tough run there of late, but at least something to look forward to. They were a little bit better in 2010 at home, getting closer to being a 500 team.
That's outside, ball 2. Baby steps, that's what the Royals really are having to do here, and unfortunately over a long period of time. As Steve mentioned, a little better at home, 38-43 last year.
It has to be the pitching, though, that turns things around. The second worst home ERA in Major League Baseball. That's not good enough to even compete for a playoff spot.
Comes set. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And a beauty on the outside corner. Evens things at 2.
Well, the way to keep the ball in the ballpark is by going down and away. It's the toughest pitch to drive. He executed it well.
The pitch. And he lays off one inside, and he's worked it full.
That curveball inside right there. Pretty good pitch, but if he leaves it over the plate, he's going to get hurt.
The 3-2 pitch. And that missed ball 4. They'll put the double play in order, though, with 1 away.
Well, the hardest thing to do when you have an at-bat that lasts this long is sometimes you have a tendency to be impatient and chase one. Give the hitter a lot of credit. It was a close pitch, but he laid off of it to earn that walk.
It's going to be Jackson now. Runners at first and third, 1 away. And Garcia's pitch too low, taken for a ball. Pauses, and now the 1-0. And he looks at a fastball in there, 1-1.
Well, the hitter's got to regret that one. He missed his pitch right down the heart of the plate. Four-seam fastball. That hurts.
And even with 1 strike, they may decide to walk him intentionally. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. 2 away. And here's Wilson heading home. And Wilson is in.
This is how the star hitters pad their numbers. They get RBIs even when they hit into outs.
Now with 2 outs, here's the chance for Carlos Beltran. Yeah, Steve, they needed to take the lead, and they've come through just as we thought they might. Let's see how this plays out.
Well, that's a good piece of hitting right there to take an early lead in this game.
Garcia could not find the strike zone with that one. It's very early, so it may not stand up, but far better to be playing with the edge.
Well, that's right, Gary. I mean, they're going to try to use that edge to add some padding to this lead.
He deals. He lets the 1-0 pitch go by, 1-1.
Well, what a tough first inning right here. Up over 20 pitches and really having some issues with his control.
Beltran hits it on the ground. And Vizquel picks it up. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. Early pressure being put on. A run over in the first. The Royals lead it 1-0. Meat of the lineup coming to the plate. Great afternoon for baseball. Happy that you're here with us. Forecast still partly cloudy later. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Lifetime .328 against the Royals. And Rodriguez looks at that one for a ball. That'll even the count.
Well, that's where you look for a changeup from the pitcher away in the strike zone. And if they look for it and get it, they can really shoot that thing the other way and do some damage.
And he looks at a sinker in there, and it's 1-2 now.
We throw the sinker ball to get the ground ball out. He got the called strike right there. If they swing, he's going to get his share of ground balls.
And Rodriguez looks at that one for a ball. That'll even the count. Changeup just about had him, but it's full now.
Well, he fooled him right there with that changeup, but give the hitter credit to lay off of that pitch just inside.
That misses ball 4. The potential tying run on base.
Well, you know the pitcher's really tired right now, and you have to think that his confidence is a little bit shaken. That long at bat right there, he had a chance to put the hitter away, and now he has to go from the stretch to try to keep this inning from getting out of hand.
And we're going to see Martinez here. Rodriguez is your runner at first. And it's taken outside by Martinez. That'll be a ball. Here's the 1-0. Swinging a liner to left. That falls in. First hit of the ball game. This a great situation for some offense.
Well, 2 hits the last game, and you can see he was getting a little confidence as that game went on, and he's carrying it into this one with another good start.
Martinez on at first. Rodriguez at second. Here's the delivery. First pitch fastball. Misses badly that time. 1-0.
Well, you can see what he's doing. He's just pulling that ball away from him, trying to overthrow it, and he can't seem to find the strike zone. He has to be able to rein that thing in right now.
And he takes a called strike to make it 1-1.
That fastball just froze him on the inside corner. Now we're going to see where he goes. Look for something soft, possibly away.
And this is inside. That got him pretty good.
I know he didn't want to do that. That's going to load things up now. Now gut check time right now on the mound. He's going to have to deliver.
And this will really test his mettle, Steve. With the bases loaded here, trying to protect that lead, almost impossible.
Well, it's going to be very tough. I mean, hitters know that you have to throw a strike. You can't walk them. But sometimes you can use that anxiousness of the hitter to your advantage.
Fastball misses away. 1-0.
Gary, as we saw that hit by pitch, now the base is loaded and so much pressure on this pitcher.
Gets that call at the knees, evens the count at 1 apiece. And I think, Steve, we take a look now and see whether or not he can regain his composure on the mound in this situation.
And the manager's got to be watching closely here, because when he starts hitting batters as well, you've got to be wondering maybe if he's not okay out there.
Slider, 2-2. Got him. 1 away.
Well, that's a big first out of this inning. Now let's see if he can come back and get out of this thing unscathed.
And Jojima settles in. And he's got a shot here to give his club the lead. Just one swing could do it.
Well, this is what you're waiting for. This kind of opportunity to change the game, and your pitcher then can go out with much more confidence.
3 on and 1 out. Sinker misses badly. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. A line drive toward short. Over to second for 1. And the double play. They got them both. Well, they pick up no runs, 1 hit, and strand a couple. The Mariners still looking for a run. Looking to the lineup, 6, 7, 8 hitters on their way to the plate. And it's Buck batting. And Garcia throws one outside for a ball. Nasty split finger is in there. 1-1.
Well, this is an outstanding pitch. When you can throw a pitch with this kind of movement in sync away from the hitter, very effective.
1-1 pitch. Line drive. That's foul towards first. The pitch. Smash towards the middle. The catch is made. And here in the early part of the season, we have a look at the Central Division standings brought to you by State Farm. It's the White Sox in first, second place the Indians, Twins in the third spot, Tigers in fourth place, and it's the Royals in last place. One away as Johnny Damon gets set.
Well, no surprise that Johnny Damon had another great year in 2010. All he does is hit. It may not be pretty, but the job gets done. But he also took on a leadership role with some of the young players on his team.
Watches a fastball that's in there. 0-1. Well, for Johnny Damon, maybe the home run numbers are down, but boy, as a contact hitter, he's still as good as he's ever been, and that's why he's such a value, guys, to any team.
Right. I mean, that patience at the plate does rub off on the players around him, and he comes up with clutch hits. He's a good, solid contact hitter.
And that gets down. Damon, base hit.
Take a look at the Kansas City Royals rankings last year in the American League. Second in batting average, second best in base hits. They also showed up in the top 5 in triples, and that's a real credit to their hitting and base running. Aggressiveness coming out of the batter's box.
Seitzer at the plate. One out, man on first. Garcia with the inside pitch that's going to be called a ball. Lost the grip on that splitter, and it's 2-0. He delivers. And this one's over at the knee level, 2-1.
Looks like the hitter's waiting for a pitch that he can get up in the zone to drive a little bit. That's why he went down to the zone with that four-seamer.
Here's the 2-1. That's called for a strike. It'll even the count at 2-2.
Well, he missed his spot with that one and got away with it. You want to go to the corners with that four-seam fastball. He found the heart of the plate, but didn't cost him anything.
Slider swung on and missed. 2 down.
This pitch has a little leg to it at 84 on the gun. It's a pretty good movement.
Fantastic piece of pitching to get that out, John.
Well, that's the part of pitching you love. He's looking for a fastball. He's expecting a fastball, and then just drop one right off the table. What a pitch.
Two outs and a man on first. Hit in the air to left center. And that falls for a base hit. Kansas City gets a shot at it right now.
It's a real tough pitch to hit right there with that breaking ball. Good late break on it, but he stays with it and punches a single out to the outfield.
Two down. Runners at first and second. Garcia gets set and delivers. And it's taken outside by Wilson for a ball. The 1-0 now. It's now 1 ball, 1 strike. You watch that fastball that was in there.
Well, the hitter lays off this pitch, realizing you can't do much. When you get that kind of four-seam fastball down and away, it's tough to hit.
Outside for a ball, and it's 2-1. Wilson, he takes that one. It's in there.
Well, the backdoor breaking ball right there. They set up a way and executed the pitch perfectly.
Now the 2-2. There's a smash towards the hole. And he'll step on first to retire the side. So no runs, 2 hits, and they strand 2. Royals 1, Seattle nothing. And Omar Vizquel to lead it off. Only one batter gets walked more than he does in this lineup. Here's the delivery. Fastball just misses. 1-0.
Now, Gary, what he understands is the best way to get on isn't necessarily to swing your way on. Sometimes you have to take pitches to be a better hitter.
Here's the 1-0. Line drive left of the bag and foul. Drilled towards the hole. That's going to bring Ichiro up.
Let's take a look at the American League rankings from last season and check out what the Seattle Mariners did. 4th in stolen bases, 14th in doubles, and the triples numbers, well, they weren't quite what the numbers you'd want for a team, and it really shows the fact they didn't have the kind of speed necessary to take that extra base.
He's the best base stealer right now in the division. Runner on first. First pitch on the way to Ichiro. Pitch out. Nothing was on, though. That one lofted in the air. 1 away. Take a look at the teams who led in stolen bases last year. Brought to you by State Farm. Number 1, the Rays. The White Sox 2nd. In the 3rd spot, the A's. 4th, the Mariners. And we've got the Rangers. They are 5th.
Well, most teams have one guy who can steal bases. This team has a bunch of guys who can run. Last year, one of the top teams in the league at stealing bases. And you think, well, we got one base stealer out. Well, as soon as he gets out, here comes another. Seems like every time someone's on base, they have the ability to steal bases. Way too much pressure for the opposition.
And he lays off one low, 1-0.
It's a good pitch there. Tried to get him to chase it out of the zone. He just laid off.
Ready with a 1-0. Sinker just off the black. Falls behind 2-0. Here's the pitch. And here's a sinker for a called strike. 2-1.
He threw that one exactly where he wanted it, down and in.
Oh, there goes Vizquel. And he's in there at second base. And that one's going to miss. That'll be ball 4. He'll take first base.
That base on balls doesn't help anything for this pitcher, Gary. He went with a fastball in a 3-ball count, which is what you want to do most often. He just couldn't throw strike.
And you'll want to tune in next Monday. It's going to be Manny Ramirez and the Cleveland Indians as they head into Kansas City to take on the Royals. Start time is 8 Eastern.
Okay, that's going to be a great matchup, and everybody's going to want to tune into that one. I'm looking forward to it.
1 out with runners at first and second. And Buck spotting the pitch. And that one's in there. Should score Vizquel. And Vizquel comes in to score.
Oh, he likes that ball up in the zone. He can see it well. He just pounds it for a base hit and driving in a run.
And this is called manufacturing runs the old-fashioned way.
Well, there's so many different ways to do it. Lump the base hits together.
And here's Alex Rodriguez looking to bring that runner home. So needing to get back into this game, get it even. They've done that. Now they'll try and add to it.
Gary, that was a big at-bat right there. Coming up and bringing them back even here early on. Nice job.
That's all it took, and that brings us to that proverbial brand-new ball game. Here's the pitch. First pitch, a sinker away, 1-0.
Well, that was a great at-bat, not only because it drove in the tying run, but it shifted the momentum, and now the offense is back on track.
Here's the 1-0. Swung on, that is hit. And he grabs this one. And he gets in there, no problem. The opportunity for offense is right now.
Well, sometimes the pitcher can do everything he can to record an out. He put this pitch right where he wanted it. The batter very lucky just to get a piece of the bat on the ball, but he's able with the speed to beat it out.
Bases are loaded here with only one away. And Martinez ready to start the at-bat. First pitch. Wilson will field as he gets a little exercise that time. Here's how the Western Division race is shaping up in April, brought to you by State Farm. The Athletics first place. In the second spot, it's the Rangers. The Mariners third place. And it's the Angels in fourth. Right fielder up. Steve, we talk about game-turning situations. This is one of them.
No question about that. Things can change completely right here.
Two outs, bases loaded. Sinker swung on, missed, 0-1.
Can you say ground ball? That's what that sinker down in the zone is meant to do.
Swings, lines this one back up the middle. Throws on to first, side is retired. They pick up a run on 3 hits. Denied a big inning, though, as they leave the bases loaded. Even game here in Kansas City. It's a nice day here, a little bit on the chilly side, but certainly not enough to detract from the game. White at the plate. Called strike. Garcia got that one in. It's 0-1.
Well, that's a hittable pitch right there, Gary. A fastball in the inner part of the plate, but if you're looking out over the plate, sometimes it freezes you.
And here's a swing and a miss, and he falls behind 0-2. Good slider that time, ruled the ball. 1-2.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
Outside, 2-2 now. Here's the pitch. Popped up, should be playable behind the plate. And the catch by Jojima. One away. Here's a look at the teams who got it done last year at the plate, brought to you by State Farm. The Rangers #1, the Royals 2nd, in 3rd the Twins, Tigers 4th, and it's the Red Sox #5.
When you watch this team today, one of the top hitting teams in all of baseball last year, you can't get frustrated as a pitcher pitching against them because they are going to get base hits, but you're going to have to bear down, and if you're going to beat them, you better hope you're getting a lot of double play balls because there's always going to be guys on base.
Called strike. Garcia got that one in. It's 0-1.
It's a nice location with that fastball down in the zone. If he makes contact, it's going to be a ground ball.
Here's the pitch. Doesn't get the call on the splitter. 1-1. Swung on, hit, picked up by Vizquel. Throws to first. He's retired. That's 2 down. It's going to be Jackson now. Last time up, he drove in a run with a sac fly. Base is empty with 2 outs. And Garcia throws one outside for a ball. The 1-0 pitch. On the outside corner, 1-1.
Unless you stay back and really think about going the other way, you've got no chance of hitting that 4-seamer down and away.
Here's the 1-1. 1-1, a slider that misses. 2-1.
Well, this broke a little bit too much out of the zone right here for a ball, but he's got to bring it back in, rein that thing in a little bit.
He delivers. This is swung on, lifted to deep right field. That's caught. Side is retired. But Freddy Garcia gets him 3 up, 3 down. He's held the offense to just 1 run through 3 innings. And the Mariners coming up next. Latter third of the lineup coming up. And we're going to see Martinez here. What an explosive bat he's got. And the first pitch. Lays off a called strike at the knees, 0-1.
I'll tell you what, people pay money to watch the power hitters, and that's why the Stars make the most money, because they hit the ball out of the ballpark, Gary.
On the way. Good hard slider, swung on and missed. 0-2.
Well, a great pitch and a great strike right there to get that pitch down and away. Look, if you can throw it out there consistently, you keep doing it, you're going to have a lot of success.
And he lays off that one outside. 1-2. The 1-2 on its way. Holds off on the slider. 2-2. Martinez makes contact, fouled it away. Two-two pitch. Holds off on that slider, and it's 3-2.
Now, Gary, this is a breaking ball down and away, and it just runs off the plate for a ball this time.
Three-two on the way. You're out. Slider, that's taken. Strike 3, 1 away.
Well, good late breaking movement on that slider. Down and away, exactly where you want to pitch it. He gets the punch out.
And Jojima settles in. 0 for 1 thus far. One out, base is empty. And here's the first one. The fastball is in there. It's 0-1.
Now that he's established the bottom of the strike zone, it gives him so many options. He can go to the breaking ball or climb the ladder with another fastball.
That's swung on a liner here. Wide throw, can't get him at first base. And that's going to bring Omar Vizquel to the plate.
Well, he stayed behind the ball right there real well. Got himself that one-out base hit.
One down, runner at first. First pitch of the AB to Vizquel. Paints the lower outside corner. Call strike 1. Look at a big season average for him last year. 368 against the Royals here at Kauffman Stadium. Here's the pitch. Swing and a rocket toward short. And there's one. And he's going to hang on to it. No relay, so they will not get the double play. There's a runner on for Ichiro. For his team, he's number 2 in hits. First pitch on the way to Ichiro. Ground ball headed for the middle. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. Tied still here in Kansas City. Beltran at the plate. He gets him walked a lot. The American League has him in the top 5. First pitch on the way. There's a swing, and that one's hit on the ground. That's one away. Take a look at what's coming up for the Mariners. This Kansas City series ends Sunday. Following that, they face Maglio Ordonez, a series at home against the Tigers. That'll be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Their homestand continues with another team, the Oakland Athletics. Not too tough a schedule coming up for them. And it's Buck batting. Base is empty, 1 out. And here's the first one. Ball. That one's too high. Garcia trying to go upstairs with it.
Well, that pitch right there just seemed to get away from the pitcher, took off on him. Looked like he tried to overthrow that a little bit.
The 1-0 now. There's a swing and a line drive. And Vizquel takes care of that one. Triples last year, the leaders, sure. State Farm brings it to us. Carl Crawford, number 1. Orlando Hudson is 2nd. Evan Longoria 3rd. Adam Jones 4th. Also in the top 5, Kevin Youkilis.
I'll tell you what, speed puts so much pressure on the defense, and these guys can certainly do that as they force the other team to quickly make decisions and make plays and try to shut down a running game.
Base is empty and 2 down. First pitch on the way to Damon. And Garcia's pitch too low, taken for a ball. That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. This one beyond him. It's going to be extra bases. And he'll stop at second base, and it will be a double.
Well, you know, he's feeling pretty good about himself right now. He's generating the first opportunity here with 2 outs to put up a run on this inning following his double.
Seitzer is the batter. Struck out swinging his last time up.
Gary, they know Damon can steal here. They better keep an eye on him.
Garcia gets set and delivers. That one sails high for a ball. 1-0. At the belt, the 1-0. 1-0 is a fastball that runs away to an 0.
Well, he tried to go outside on the outside corner with that fastball right there. Just got a little bit off the plate. He's got to be careful, though. You don't want that hitter to get his arms extended.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Picked up by Vizquel. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. So they pick up a hit but leave a man at second and fail to score. Even game here in Kansas City. It's going to be Boone. He's our first batter here in the 5th. Now Buck spots the pitch. First pitch, a fastball. That's in there for a strike.
Now that he's gotten the 4-seamer down and in, look for him to go outside now.
Doesn't get the call on the slider. 1-1. Ground ball up the middle, picked by White. So Boone is set down.
Now credit the second baseman with a well-executed play right there. Comes up with the ball and quickly gets it from his glove to his throwing hand and throws him out at first.
And Griffey Jr.'s in the box. Singled home a run in his last at bat. Nobody on base, one away. First pitch. Slider's in there for a called strike.
Well, he has great rotation on his breaking ball right here, and he hits the perfect spot. The hitter just gave up on it.
Here's the pitch. Tried to get him to go after the slider. 1-1.
Now, if you're going to miss, this is where you want to miss. Throw that breaking ball at the bottom of the strike zone. If the hitter swings and puts it in play, it's a ground ball out.
Sharp bite to that slider. 1-2. One-two pitch coming. Hard slider misses. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. There's a swing and a liner. And in there, he's 2 for 3 today. And that'll bring up Alex Rodriguez.
Well, this guy's got a lot of speed over there at first base, and it's not going to be surprised to see him off and running to try to steal this base. Well, think about these numbers, guys. 14 straight years with 100 RBIs for A-Rod. Just an incredible feat.
1 out. Runner on at first. And now the pitch to Rodriguez. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike. What John was talking about with A-Rod, to accomplish that feat with 3 different teams shows you that it's about some real ingrained talent, not just about the lineups he's in.
I mean, how about 14 seasons at all with the 100 RBIs were driven in? How about the fact that they were consecutive years? Simply amazing consistency.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss in the slider. 1-2. The pitch, a shot up the middle. He dives and he's got it. And he throws in time for the force at second. Great out. Nice diving stop to get that force at second base.
Well, pretty darn good play right there to track it down, then pivot and get the force.
And we're going to see Martinez here. He flew out his last time up. Rodriguez is your runner at first. First pitch, here it comes. Sinker just missed. 1-0.
Well, this guy has some great late breaking sink on his fastball. It's his out pitch.
Here's the 1-0. And he takes a strike on that fastball. 1-1. Even though the hitters know it's coming, Steve, that out pitch you're talking about, with that movement, it's tough to get under it.
Well, that's the issue. The sinker down in the zone. Hitters tend to swing over the top of the ball or top the ball directly into the ground.
The 1-1. There's a swing and a liner towards the gap in left field. And that'll put Martinez on at first now. Seattle, here's their shot right now.
Well, you saw the catcher set up inside for that pitch, and the pitcher delivered it right where he wanted it. Give the hitter a lot of credit, though. He got to it short and quick, and that's why he's on base.
Martinez on at first. Rodriguez at second. Here's the delivery. First pitch, a slider for a called strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's behind on the count 0-2. A smash to first. And he'll step on first to retire the side. No runs and a couple of hits and 2 left on. Tied still here in Kansas City. Number 9 spot at the plate again. Base hit his last time. First pitch. Called strike. Garcia got that one in. It's 0-1. The pitch. And he takes a splitter in there. 0-2 now.
Well, that split finger down and in right there. He takes it for a strike, and if he swings at it, he might be limping around the batter's box. He'd hit it off his foot.
Tries to ring him up with a fastball away, but it's 1-2. He sends this one in the air towards center. And that one is in there. His second hit today.
He takes this 1-2 pitch down in the zone. He's able to go down and get it. Get a good part of the bat on the ball and pick up the base hit.
That's a tough pitch to hit. When you're behind in the count, you just want contact, and he got it. Runner on first, no outs. The first pitch. And Garcia throws one outside for a ball. Oh, there he goes for second.
1-1.
He is safe at second base. Drops down a bunt. Garcia in time for the out.
Well, he does his job here. He could just hit it to the right side. Instead, he chooses to bunt to get him over. Good baseball, well executed. Now they got to see if they can get him in.
And on third, one out. Garcia gets set and delivers.
Ball.
Slider misses badly with it. 1-0.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
There's a swing, line drive, center field. That's down. Runner could come home.
Well, a lot of hitters like that ball middle in, but middle off the plate, that's a tough pitch to hit. It tells you just how strong this guy is to be able to fight that pitch off to get that hit.
It's going to be Brett. Theo, I think from a manager's perspective, he's got to be all smiles over there for this offense producing at this point of the game.
Here, we just saw a big hit right there, and it points out how critical it is at this time of the game to have somebody who can step up and get the job done in a clutch situation. And now it comes down to, can their bullpen hold this lead?
First pitch on the way. Swing and a shot down the left field line. And they can't cut it off. It'll roll to the wall. He's around third, and he's heading home. And he will score. Great base running.
He's tired. His pitches are starting to flatten out. 3 straight hits. What more do you need to see before you give him the hook?
Man on second, 1 away. Here's the pitch. Ball. First pitch inside with a fastball, ball 1.
Well, anytime you're throwing a fastball down in the zone, especially down and in, the only thing a hitter can do is hit that ball into the ground. Good job of laying off.
Swung out and missed, and it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Splitter just off the black, and it's 2-1. Well, we talk about going by the book. Book says walking. They're going to.
Now, this guy deserves this kind of respect. I don't blame him for walking.
That brings Carlos Beltran up.
On a lost season, really, for Beltran. Only played in 64 games. Here's a guy that when he plays his normal 140, 150 games, puts up monster numbers, just wasn't able to perform in 2010.
Runners on first and second with 1 out. The fresh count on Beltran. Here it comes. Called strike. Garcia got that one in. It's 0-1. Why, well, for Beltran, he missed most of that season with a knee surgery and then decided they needed to shut it down when it kept swelling up on him. That's a tough year.
And I think the big question is, power stems from strength in the legs. And I think there's some real question what kind of power numbers he's still going to have. And he did not cover ground in the outfield nearly like he had before in center field.
And that's taken outside for a ball 2, 1 strike count.
Well, this is a good situation right here for the offensive team. A fast runner on first base and a guy with the head in the count 2-1. Good time for a hit and run.
It's now 3-1. Beltran's got the hitter's count. He's hit .452 lifetime against Freddy Garcia. That one's on the ground, but he gets it in front of him. And he missed ball 4. That's going to load the bases.
A 3-ball pitch, and he goes with the slider. Now he has no margin for error as he loads the bases. Well, pitching wins games, and it's a critical part of this key moment of this game.
And he's getting his thoughts together out there, and he needs to. Already down by 2, and maybe more to come.
Gary, the best pitchers are the guys who can flush out the bad thoughts and focus on the task at hand. He can't worry about what got him in this situation.
And it's Buck batting. And he's getting his thoughts together out there, and he needs to. Already down by 2, and maybe more to come.
Gary, the best pitchers are the guys who can flush out the bad thoughts and focus on the task at hand. He can't worry about what got him in this situation.
Ball 1 to begin this at bat, 1-0. 3 hits, 9 at bats last year off the Mariners. Now Jojima sets up. Strike 1. Swings for a strike on the fastball. It'll be a 1-2 count.
The best pitch in baseball is the fastball down and away, and if you can execute it, you can be very effective. That's why he got the swing and the miss.
Swing and a miss. Slider, 2 down.
Good movement, 89 miles per hour. K-Cam shows it to you.
Well, sometimes you get fooled so badly, there's just nothing else you can do but hope and pray that you put the ball in play, hopefully foul, to get another pitch to hit.
Here is Johnny Damon. And when you got the bases loaded like this is the opportunity you look for in a game. It may not come again.
Now, when you have a lead, you want to keep adding to it. A big opportunity here to spread the margin.
Bases are loaded with 2 down. Moore with the delivery. And that's too low, 1-0.
Boy, it's a great fastball right there, down in the strike zone. Now there's so many ways to go. Let's see how he comes back to attack this hitter.
A 1-0 now. Fastball misses badly. He's behind 2-0.
Well, this doesn't look good right here. I mean, you're looking out at this pitcher. You can tell he's definitely rattled. He can't find the zone. This could be dangerous.
Swing and lined up the middle. And that gets down. Damon, base hit. And here's Jackson going to try to score. And they get that run in. And that makes 2 runs in. This lineup just feeding off itself in this ball game. Opportunities and execution. A couple of RBIs on that swing. Let's see what that does for their win expectancy graph. Seitzer up now. So the direction here, Steve, for this lineup is stay in charge. Right now they are.
You know, after giving up runs like that, this is where the pitcher has to bow his neck and shut down the opponent. Damage control.
This is where you begin to wonder whether this game is going to start slipping away or not. 2 men on and 2 men out. Here's the first pitch. Fastball too low, 1-0.
Well, Gary, to pick up what you were saying, you know, this game's not slipping away. They're still in it. But the pitcher has to make a pitch right now and get this guy out right now.
See if he can get it done. Now the 1-0 from Moore. That's off the plate and low, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Slider just missed. He runs that to a 3-0 count.
So if you're going to miss, this is where you want to miss. Throw that breaking ball at the bottom of the strike zone. If the hitter swings and puts it in play, it's a ground ball out.
And that misses. Ball 4. He has loaded him up.
It goes with the fastball on the 3-ball count, which is what he should do here. Be aggressive, but he throws it out of the zone, and now base is loaded.
Cleanup man in the box again. Well, I think we're seeing some padding here, although in this game there's no such thing as insurance runs, really.
You got the pitcher on the rope. You have to take advantage of it while he's down.
2 outs. Base is loaded. Here's the first one. Slider just misses, 1-0.
Well, Gary, this guy has an outstanding slider. Such a tough pitch to hit. It almost needs a turn signal when it gets to the plate.
Pitch on the way. 1-0 pitch is a slider. Swung on and missed, 1-1.
Okay, you talk about his slider. What makes it so tough to hit him is that the break on that pitch is so big and it's so hard. It's very tough on the hitter to center the ball.
Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Low for a ball, and he'll be in the driver's seat. 3-1.
Well, you've got to be careful right here. Look, you're down in the count 3-1. You just can't throw something in there and hope he gets himself out. This guy's too dangerous for that.
He's set the 3-1. And the fastball is over. 3-2 now.
Well, it's going to turn into a track meet now. 3-2 count, 2 outs. Runners are going to be moving.
The 3-2 pitch. And this is popped up on the left side. And Rodriguez puts that away. That will retire the side. They pick up 4 hits in the inning, wind up with 4 crossing the plate. Kansas City's got the lead now. Bottom 3 due up next. And we're going to see Martinez here. And the first pitch. Starts the sinker low, winds up in the dirt. Now the 1-0 pitch. And he looks at a slider that's in there, 1-1.
Down, down, down. It's all about location. That breaking ball down in the zone makes it very difficult on the hitter.
1-1 on the way. Lined hard down the left field line. And this is a fair ball heading towards the corner.
Well, this is just a good piece of hitting right here. No out starting the inning, and you're put yourself in scoring position. That's big.
Second base occupied, nobody out yet. Here's the pitch. Beltre hits this one. There's the throw. In time for the out. Here's that replay. That close to making it a base hit.
Well, let's take a look at how close this really was. He's busting it all the way down the line, and they do just manage to nip him at first.
Nice call. Now State Farm gives us a look at the hit leaders from last year.
Well, if you want to see a lot of hits, watch these 2 guys here today. Last season, 2 of the top batters in all of baseball with the ability to get hits. And that's what these guys do. They put the ball in play. They give themselves up when they have to shorten their swing, take a more defensive stroke. But they always seem to be on base via the base hit.
First pitch, a slider outside, 1-0. His average last year, big time, 375 against the Royals. Up the middle, White. So Vizquel is retired. With a runner on second base, it brings to the plate Ichiro. He's the best base stealer, leading the ball club in steals. First pitch on the way to Ichiro. Now here's a grounder towards the hole. Throws on to first, side is retired. They pick up no runs on 1 hit and leave a man at second. The Royals still on top. It's going to be Wilson now. He's going to lead off bottom half of the 6th inning.
Well, this is a good move right here. You're bringing in the better defensive.
Ground ball, Rodriguez. So Wilson is set down. White at the plate. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. One out, nobody on. Moore with the delivery. Slider stays inside. 1 ball, no strikes.
Trying to throw it in on the hitter's hands right here. Trying to get him to flinch and open up. He just laid off the pitch, didn't get the strike.
Slider waved at, missed, 1-1. Slider just off the black that time, 2-1. 2-1 pitch. 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2.
He has great bite on this slider, throwing it down and into the hitter. Gets away with one, and he gets in for the strike.
Outside for a ball, and it's full, 3-2. Payoff pitch, and Vizquel picks it up, and he throws to first in time, out number 2. It's going to be Brett. He's the most walked player in the league. Two outs, bases empty. First pitch on the way. Fastball in there for a called strike. Oh, and 1 offering from Moore. That one is going to miss. Low for a ball, 1-1.
Well, that fastball right there just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And it falls in there for a base hit.
Well, after 2 outs, they finally got a man on board right here in this inning. So let's see if they can get back-to-back hits going and maybe get some momentum.
It's going to be Jackson now. Walked in his last plate appearance. A runner on first with 2 outs. And here's the first one. Way out there with the curveball, 1-0. Pauses, and now the 1-0. Jackson, a ground ball. Picked up by Vizquel. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. No runs and a base hit. They leave 1 man on at first. Kansas City 5, Seattle 1. It's going to be Boone. He bounced out his last time. First pitch to him. That one goes foul. He deals. Here's a swing and a line drive. Out. 1 away now. And Griffey Jr.'s in the box. 2 for 3 thus far. One out, nobody on. And the first pitch. That one's going to be outside. Ball 1.
Well, Gary, 1 out here in the 7th inning. I mean, you have to like the way this is going. They're looking good. The pitcher's throwing strikes. The defense making plays. They've got a big lead. Everything feels good.
And Buck spotting the pitch. Slider just misses the black. Falls behind 2-0.
Well, looking at this guy's pitch count, he's up over 80 pitches thus far. You wonder how long they're going to let him go.
The 2-0 pitch, a fastball taken for a strike.
Well, when you throw the fastball, that's where you want it to go. Now you can elevate a pitch next time around.
Lays off the slider that time, 3-1.
Well, even though you're 3-1 in the count, you still have to be patient at the plate. Make him throw a quality pitch. If he does, be ready for it. And if you're the pitcher, you better not throw anything down the middle and hope he's taking it, because he can take you out of the yard.
That misses ball 4. Now you got to be watching for that steal down there.
Pitcher tried to expand the strike zone to get the hitter to chase, but he didn't chase. Take your base.
And that'll bring up Alex Rodriguez.
Well, the people outside of us know that Joakim Soria is one of the most dominant closers in all of baseball. I know he pitches for the Royals, but this guy just continually, year in and year out, gets the job done. When he takes the lead in the ninth inning, he keeps the lead. That's what you want from your closer.
As John said, he gets lost because he plays for Kansas City. Soria blew only 3 saves, had 43 saves to his credit. And, Steve, he was as good as anybody going.
Well, still a very young closer, but he could end up being one of the great closers in the game. I mean, his saves ratio is just dominating at times. And every year at the trade deadline, his name comes up. Teams want him.
Soria with a windup. That's a strike for an 0-2 count. Rodriguez has got to protect.
The pitcher really rearing back and throwing. He's got everything working now, commanding the strike zone with that fastball.
It's hit foul by Rodriguez.
Foul!
There's a bullet towards third. And it gets down. That's hit number 2, making good contact. The throw, no play at third base. He gets in there with time to spare. The opportunity for offense is right now.
Well, anytime you bring in a relief pitcher to come in a key situation, the last thing you want to do is for him to serve one up to the first hitter. That's exactly what he did, giving up that big base hit.
2 men on, 1 out. And Martinez ready to start the at-bat. First pitch. And Soria's pitch looked at for a strike. It's 0-1. Martinez will stay off the low one.
Well, anytime you have a good fastball and you can keep it down in the zone around the knees or lower, it's great location and, believe me, very difficult to hit.
Called strike over the heart of the plate. 1-2.
Well, that's right down the chute. The hitter must have been looking for something else. Otherwise, you have to swing at that.
Soria now, the count 1-2. Fastball just about had him, and it's a 2-2 count. Fastball well off the mark, and it's full 3-2. Martinez, a ground ball. And he's up with it. That's 1 out. And they get it. They turn 2. So no runs on 1 hit and nobody left on. Stretch time here in Kansas City. Leadoff hitter, Carlos Beltran. He's got a .295 career batting average off the Mariners. Moore with the delivery. Right down the middle for a strike.
Well, he's got a good four-seam fastball with good riding action to it, but he finds the heart of the plate here. Unfortunately for the hitter, he didn't swing.
Here's the delivery. And Beltran watches that one go by, and the count is even. Sharp bite to that slider, 1-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. He's teasing him just barely in the strike zone. Looks like it might break down for a ball, but it stays right there. By the time you recognize, too late to put a good swing on it, and you swing and miss.
And he pops it up. Foul territory behind third. So Beltran is retired. That's one away. And it's Buck batting. Batting average .248 against the Mariners. Base is empty with one away. Here's the first pitch. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike. Moore with the delivery towards center field, and it's through. Base hit for Buck, and that'll bring Johnny Damon to the plate.
I tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate and took advantage of it.
Runner at first with one down. First pitch on the way to Damon. Hit in the dirt. Kansas City gets a shot at it right now.
Well, they just can't figure out a way to get this guy out. That's now 4 hits for him in this game.
One out with runners at first and second. Here's the first pitch. Fastball is downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes.
Oh, it's a great fastball right there down in the strike zone. Now there's so many ways to go. Let's see how he comes back to attack this hitter.
At the belt, the 1-0. Swung on, liner to right. And there's another one. Couple of quick hits. There's the throw. And out at close play at second.
Well, you're going to have to keep a close eye on this guy at first base. Pay a lot of attention to him because you know he more than likely has the green light. He can go at any time.
The rookie shortstop in. Popped out in foul territory last time. Runners at first and third with 2 away. Now the first pitch. First pitch is a slider low, 1-0. He watches that fastball. It'll even up the count at 1-1.
Oh, it's a quality fastball right there. Just pounding the strike zone down and away. He had no chance to put that one in play.
That misses down in the zone. 2-1. Here's the 2-1. 2-1 delivery. A curve. Swung on and missed. Strike 2.
Well, not a whole lot you can do when a pitcher's locating that curveball down in the strike zone. There's just not a lot for the hitter to get accomplished with that swing. You just hope to foul it off and he makes a mistake with the next one.
This is pop foul to the right side, but playable. And Martinez is there to retire the side. So no runs, 2 hits, and they strand 2. And the Mariners coming up next. Due up 6-7-8 in the lineup. And if you are just tuning in, hi, Gary Thorne along with John Crutch, Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. And the first pitch. Low pitch from Soria for a ball.
Well, it's getting late right now. They're down a bunch, so they need a big inning here. They can't wait till the 9th to try to come all the way back. They need to try to do something now.
Fastball low, 2-0.
Well, that fastball right there just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
Comes back with one in there at the knees, and it's 2-1. A smash towards the hole, and he makes the catch. One away. And we're going to see Martinez here. He doubled at his last appearance. One out, bases empty. First pitch, here it comes. Strike one. Soria gets him swinging.
Look, Gary, with one out right here, they still have time in this inning to try to generate some runs. They need to score here in this 8th inning and not leave it all to the 9th.
Martinez will stay off the low one. Low pitch from Soria for a ball. The pitch, 2-1 pitch, and he watches the fastball go by for strike 2.
That's a good 4-seam fastball. You establish the bottom part of the zone, then you run the heater up in the zone. A lot of time it becomes a take pitch.
It's taken by Martinez inside.
Well, you rarely see a pitcher try to throw a changeup inside. You know that was a mistake right there. He's going to have to straighten that pitch up or he's going to get hurt.
The 3-2 pitch. Changeup that time, swings and misses. That'll be strike 3 and 2 down. Well, it wasn't easy to strike this guy out. 6 pitches to send him back.
He was very determined right there to finish him off. Didn't want contact to be made. Very nice string of pitches right there.
It's going to be Wilson now. Two outs and nobody on. And Soria throws one outside for a ball.
Gary, I think right now that you've got to consider trading outs for runs if you're pitching. I mean, listen, just keep getting outs right now. The countdown's there. You only need 4 outs left to win this ballgame.
And it's taken outside by Wilson for a ball. Swung on and ripped towards second. And that's going to be a base hit for Wilson. And that's going to bring Omar Vizquel to the plate. Just kind of lean in, Steve, and slap that thing the other way on that kind of pitch.
Well, you can't pull that pitch. If you do, it's going to be a ground ball to short. You want to punch it to right field. He's one of the best at doing it.
Two outs and a man on first. Soria with a windup. Oh! That's off the plate away, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. 1-0 delivery is a fastball in there, 1-1.
Looks like the hitter's waiting for a pitch that he can get up in the zone to drive a little bit. That's why he went down to the zone with that 4-seamer.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swings at that 1-1 pitch. Fastball by him. Strike 2. Swings, hits this one in the air down the right field line. And he gets that one down. His second hit. 2 for 4 today. And that will bring up Ichiro.
Now this pitch just cuts right over the heart of the plate, and the hitter handled it perfectly.
That's one of those where you've given in by making a bad pitch and really made it much easier for the hitter.
Now he's better than that. Fair down.
Two men on, 2 men out. First pitch on the way to Ichiro. It's now 0-1. Watch that fastball go by. Last season, 0 for 1 off Joaquin Soria. Hit on the ground. Number 2. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. No runs and a couple of hits and 2 left on. Here come the Royals, home half of the 8th inning. It's going to be Wilson now. He'll start things off, bottom half, 8th inning. Here's the first pitch. And he lays it down. He'll try to beat it out. And Moore's in position. And he's safe in there at first.
The smart hitter, before he steps in the batter's box, checks the corner infield, where they're playing, how close they are, and if he sees bunt, you got to be ready when you get your pitch to deliver. Good piece of hitting.
Runner on first base, nobody out. Here's the first pitch. Can't get him to chase that one. Outside, ball 1.
Well, anytime one of your middle relievers throws over 45 pitches, you got to wonder how much more he has left. Might want to get someone else up out there.
Ready with a 1-0. This is right there for his strike. 1-1.
Well, he gets the breaking ball right over the heart of the plate. He must have been looking for something else.
Line towards second. He picks it up. Gets one at second. And 2. Double play. Here's a look. 4-6-3 on the double play.
Now, that's the way they teach you, whether you're at second base or shortstop. One fluid motion, get it out of the glove and get rid of it.
It's going to be Brett. Drove in a run earlier in the game. Base is empty with 2 outs. Moore with the delivery. Foul! Fastball swung on. Can't make contact and behind on the count 0-2.
Credit the catcher on that one. That's a good low target setting up, and he hit the target. Good execution.
Fastball called. Strike 3, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. Kansas City 5, Seattle 1. It's going to be Boone. He'll start the 9th. First pitch on the way. First pitch way out of the zone, ball 1.
Well, a non-save situation right here in the 9th inning, and they just want to get outs right now. Try to get the first out of the inning. Take away hope as the other team needs to score a bunch of runs. You get an out, you can really deflate them.
I'm guessing something else as he swings through it. 1-1.
Well, that's some kind of pitching. You set up the target on the outside corner, and he paints the black with it. Awfully tough when you have that kind of location. A swing line to left center.
This one into the alleyway, should be extra bases. And it's up against the wall. He stops at second. That will be a double. He's in scoring position now with nobody out.
Well, what a great way to get things started. Leading off the inning with the double. Put yourself in scoring position early.
No outs, runner on second. And the first pitch starts him off with one in there for a strike.
Now that he's established the bottom of the strike zone, it gives him so many options. He can go to the breaking ball or climb the ladder with another fastball.
Oh, 1 by Soria. Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch, 1-1.
Well, that right there is a really good pitch. Just missing the outside corner. Give the batter a lot of credit, though. That is one of the toughest pitches to lay off of. That hard fastball away.
Here's the delivery. 1-1 pitch. Fastball high. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And it's going to be Beltran. Roams over, puts it away. The RBI leaders last year. Let's take a look. Brought to you by State Farm. There's a look at Rodriguez. He's number 2. Jose Bautista third. Number 1, Miguel Cabrera.
Well, there's reasons why guys hit in certain spots of the batting order, because the middle of the order guys are run producers, and that's what he is. One of the best in baseball last year, and he continues to drive in runs. That's why he hits where he is and why he's such a vital part to this team's success.
And here's the first one. Ball. And Soria's pitch misses inside. Well, you see something new in this game every day, Steve. They're going to intentionally put him on to face one of the best hitters in the game.
Well, you've got to really question this strategy, Gary. I mean, I don't know why you do this unless perhaps maybe you saw something in the scouting report. They better hope it doesn't backfire.
And we're going to see Martinez here. He hit into a double play as last time. And we're going to see Martinez here. Had a couple of hits, 4 trips to the plate. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Now the first pitch. Slider just misses, 1-0.
Trying to throw it in on the hitter's hands right here. Trying to get him to flinch and open up. He just laid off the pitch, didn't get the strike.
Here's the pitch. Hit sharply towards the hole. That gets down. The tying run coming up. Fantastic chance here.
Well, anytime you're a hitter and you can get 3 hits in a game, you're going to see that average start creeping up to where you want it to be. And he's on now with 1 out.
Three on and 1 out. The first pitch. First pitch, fastball, 0-1.
He's just popping that glove with that 4-seam fastball, pounding the strike zone.
He delivers. And that's on the black for a called strike, 0-2.
What an outstanding pitch. Changing speeds, hitting your spots. Throw that changeup away.
Swung on and fouled away. Tried to get him to chase a slider, but it's 1-2. That's foul back behind the plate. Slider, 2-2.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
At the belt, here's the 2-2 pitch. Fouled away.
Well, even though the count's even, you still have to take that defensive mode up at the plate, because anytime you have 2 strikes, you don't want to give him a cheap out just by striking out foolishly. But he's keeping this at bat alive on that low pitch to foul it off.
2 away.
Well, this is what the game of baseball is all about, Gary.
And he represents the tying run now at the plate.
Well, that's right. One swing of the bat can tie this thing up. He's got to get a pitch to hit.
Bases are loaded with 2 down. Here's the pitch. Swing, hot shot. Yeah, that caught him. Yeah, did not avoid it.
Well, they win a great one here today, Gary, and it's all because of the pitching. Outstanding pitching, really leading them to victory.
As we present our Player of the Game award, talk about a great game. Look no further than Johnny Damon.
But when your title after your name is designated hitter, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. That is hit. And that is what happened in this one today. He's our player of the game because he came through when his team needed him the most.
And Steve, they're able to win this game rather handily. A bit of home cooking here that was right on from the beginning.
Now, Gary, as a player, you always like having the 10th man out there, and these fans provided that today. They were into it.
Well, that time again, thanks for being with us today, Major League Baseball. For Steve Phillips, John Kruk, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew, I'm Gary Thorne. Thanks, everybody.